continue through this lockdown. But you alluded to the fact that the risk for players getting COVID often comes when they're away on international duty. I was just wondering, with international break coming up now and players playing 3 games, obviously travelling involved in all that, whether you've got a slight concern for the health of some of your players because they're going to, far-flung places to play these internationals. You don't have them in your own secure bio bubble.
I think it was a similar question last time, and yes, I'm concerned, but I'm concerned anyway in the moment with all these kind of things. And yes, it's for us, it feels safer when we are all together, even though we had some cases as well, not too many, but some, and not for a while, which is good, but it always can happen, obviously. That's the time we are living in. And yes, the problem in that situation is that we have no power. Not really, not that I know. We try to find out how the protocols are with all the different FAs, but it's up to the FAs to answer or not. So, and the FIFA so far is not really involved in that. That would be a massive help. If you don't get a reply from an FA, for example, then we don't send the players. That would be great, because then you would get 100% reply, and then you would know that all the protocols are fine. Yeah, nothing we can do really. But yes, I'm concerned, but not only obviously about COVID as well. Playing 3 games in 9 days is massive. And if you would see our travel plans for bringing the players home, there's a lot what the clubs have to do by themselves, because nobody's involved in that as well. So it's not my favorite time of the year for sure.
Fantastic. Jonathan Northcroft and then Joe Bernstein. John.
Hi, Jurgen.
Hi.
Hi. I'm just curious about the game in July when Manchester City beat you 4-0. I'm sorry to bring that up, but I think when that game happened, a lot of supporters and maybe journalists thought that it wouldn't matter to Liverpool. You'd already won the title. You were already celebrating. I just wonder, in terms of the psychology of your players, because I know they've got a lot of pride. And in terms of your psychology, did that defeat matter to you? And also, do you think you learned anything that might be of importance in this game?
You're not 100% focused on the game against City, you will lose big. So that's a thing. I'm not sure I needed that as a proof, that game as a proof, but that's 100% the case. And so it's the first time we won the league in England, so I had no idea how to prepare the next game, actually. So I didn't want to overdo it, like, boys, forget it, what happened 3 days ago and all these kind of things. Now it's City and now we can show the whole world, blah, blah, blah. I didn't do that. Not sure if it was right or wrong. So I know my boys wanted to win that game, but we were not as focused as we are usually in these games. But that says not a lot, but explains a little bit. Still, we played some good football that night. Unfortunately, we didn't score, and they scored 4 times. So that's how it was. But it's not it was not the most heavy defeat in my life.
Joe Bernstein, and then Russell will start out, and that's us. Joe.
Jurgen, your defensive record has been quite good since the Villa game.
Since the Villa game, thank you. I thought that.
No, I'm not being funny. And I just wonder if you'd worked on anything, or there was something that you had to correct to make that happen.
We worked on defending. No, look, sometimes things. I know when you go throughout. So I don't know actually how many goals we conceded. It's too many, but that's the thing. But 7 Villa, 3 Leeds, 2 Everton makes it already 12. So and we played some other games where we conceded for sure as well. But defending usually was not our problem because we defend as a unit. So yes, it helps massively when all the best players are on the pitch and all these kind of things, because there are moments when the individual have to defend what the unit couldn't defend before. That's how it is. But it was not that we, after Aston Villa, said, okay, come on, we start again at A and start how to defend at all in football. So just we knew what we didn't do right that night, and maybe in one or two other games as well. And we're lucky in this moment, and we tried to sort that without overdoing it. It's even when you concede 7 goals, it's not that you have to start at nil again. So no, we were quite relaxed about it, as relaxed as you can be in how we dealt with it. In the moment when we lost that high, nobody was relaxed at all. We were all really frustrated about it, but then how we deal with it was clear that it's not all bad. What was good before, but some things needed to be adjusted.
Thank you. Last question, Russell, to finish the press conference.
Hi, Jurgen. You're the only manager who has faced Pep 6 or more times who has a winning record against them. If you avoid defeat on Sunday, you will continue that winning run or winning record. Does that give you a sense of pride? And does Pep Guardiola bring the best out of Jurgen Klopp?
We should meet much more often, but I'm happy that we don't meet that often, to be honest, because of the quality he and his teams have. No, I'm not aware of any records, but I know that we met from time to time, and I know we didn't lose all of them, but I know all the games were incredibly difficult, and they are very intense, and that's the only thing I'm concerned about, really, not how we played the last game in the summer or the game before that, whenever it was, that we were really just ready to compete in a game. And for that, you need to have a close to perfect organization, and you need to be brave, really brave, play your own football as well, cause them problems as well, and that all together sounds so easy, and it's not rocket science, but it's still really difficult because it's under massive pressure, and because they cause you pressure, but we can do that as well. So it's just an interesting game always, and hopefully it will be interesting as well on Sunday, because that would mean we will be good, and that's would be the first step in the right direction.